Hey guys, and welcome. Today's video is on the Plugin Group Manager. So basically just install the file and then close down your server, and then basically you do it all from the config. Global groups is the main file that you'll edit. You've also got config, and also in the worlds file your default world is where you'll change everything as well, which is spawn for me. So I'll quickly just go onto the files. We'll look at global groups first. So basically you'll just have a default file. I've changed all mine. So groups user, this is what I've made. But basically these can be called anything, they don't have to be the name of a group. And then I've just put all the default commands that I want default people to have, and this is under user, stone user. Basically I've just named mine associated to the user groups because then it's easier, but you could do it per user and stuff like that if you wish. So I've just got a whole list here of different user commands for different levels of class or people. Then you go into the config, and this is basically the world setup. You can do all the things like auto saving and backups, but what you want is this mirrors. You want all your worlds in this. So spawn is my default world, so basically all the settings I will put in the spawn world, and then all the other worlds, so world never, world end, arena paintball, stuff like that, are all got dash users and dash groups, which means it mirrors the users and the groups for the spawn world. So if I didn't have groups in it, it'd mean that basically it'd have its individual group file. So then I've just gone into my folder for spawn, and this is the groups file for it. So as you can see, the groups are user, stone user, iron user, so you can actually have different users per world. So you've got default to true, then you can have permissions. Obviously you can add individual ones if you wish, but it's easiest just to do it with the inheritance -G for group and then the name of the group. So I've just named it user, obviously, so it's easier to find, so it associates with this one. So then default user gets all these commands and permission nodes, and then obviously the prefix, I've set mine just to say you, but you can type anything in there or not have one at all. You could just do it with a color code, so basically that user has a color in the name. And then as you can see, I've got stone user, and it inherits user, which is the group above, and then also it inherits the group stone user, so it'll inherit all the commands user gets plus stone user groups. And basically I've configured it like that for all the different groups: iron user, gold user, diamond user. So there's a list of these all down here, and they all inherit from each other. So as you can see, default here, this is obviously the owner file, which is Vault, and you've got the star, which means you've got all the permissions. So now I'll quickly go into the spawn world. As you can see, the user file, and in the user file you've got the players that have logged in on the server, and you can actually change the names and actually put them in a group. So this is if you wanted to edit things for a single user, you could actually add a permission just for one user like this. So I'll actually just show you the simple in-game command. There's only one that you'll really need to know, and that's how to change a user group. So as you can see, this is my server. I've got all the different user groups on the wall. People can click and find information about them, but basically they're the 6 user groups I've set up. All you do is /manu add player name and then the name of the group. So I've obviously been changed to diamond user. If I talk, you can see I've got the D in front of my name. If I change to a different group, so if I just change to user, you see I just get the word user in front of me with the white U. And then if I change to my admin group, which is Vault, you'll see that it will say owner in front of it. There'll be a download in the description below, and as always guys, please remember to rate